lots to do. There.
We are talking about community life today, and Neil's moaning this morning.
As always.
As always. But yeah. So, so Tammy, we're going to interview Neil today.
We are interviewing Neil. You interviewed me last week. It's your turn.
Oh, fantastic.
So, Neil, I'm going to ask first off, have you always been local to the area?
I have. Well, we moved here when I was 6, or was it 5? I came from Maidenhead. So, over that way, the posher area. And then we sort of slummed it and moved to Camberley. So, my first recollection is going to school, Frimley Green CV school.
Yeah.
And then, so it sort of went from there, really. So we moved to Frimley Green, then moved to Edgar for 2 years, and then moved back to Camberley.
Okay, so you know the area well then.
I do. I'm a bit of a history nerd as well. I like to do the old history. I go around the buildings and go, I like that building. Look, there's a picture of that building.
Oh.
He's more than a nerd.
He's more than a nerd.
Every time we come on a podcast, people ask him a question, he dives into it. Oh my God, I didn't know you knew that.
Yeah, I know. You know.
You're both very similar on that, though. When you're fixed on something, you're like, oh my God, I could talk about this for hours.
You could do, but everyone else would switch off, though. That would be the problem.
We'd end up with everyone else.
We'd even lose our one viewer. Our one viewer would just go. That would be it. We'd be just talking to ourselves.
Yeah. We'll move on.
Oh, okay. Go on then.
So how long have you been presenting and podcasting?
Presenting and podcast. Well, shall I start from the beginning?
How quick we got? No, go on.
Way back many centuries ago. No, what happened was basically I was really much into drama and stuff like that. And back in the 70s, boys didn't do dancing and stuff. So I sort of concentrated on drama.
That's before my time.
Oh. So basically I concentrated on drama, and then when I was 15, I started DJing. I went from DJing to Frimley Park, carried on mobile DJing, went to Spain and Ibiza and DJed over there, went to America, brilliant. DJed over there, and then came back and I got married. Had some
beautiful children.
Beautiful children who went to dance school, and then met Jack. And
it went downhill from there.
How he says that, and then I met Jack.
And then it was like podcasting and things like that. But I have been in front of a microphone for a very, very, very long time.
So how long have you and Jack been collaborating?
Well, we were trying to work this out the other day. I think it's between 4 to 5 years.
Yeah. So you've seen things progress and grow with SMJ and podcasting.
Yes. Yeah. Had a bit of a break in the middle. There was the COVID and everything.
Yes.
And then Jack went off with a few other people, and then they came back. So everyone's learnt new things. And here we are. We're back again.
He nagged me.
You are?
You've got to turn it into a business. You've got to do something with this.
It's doing well. Yeah. So have you got any favourite memories of what you've done so far?
What, of working with Jack?
Yeah.
Of favourite memories? I think that it's got to be the George Sampson interviews.
I was watching that the other day.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be the George Sampson. But basically, Jack said, George Sampson's coming to Canby Theatre with a panto in April. Because, of course, pantomimes you can do.
I want to get on the panto staff.
All round year. So we got this interview lined up with her, and it was like a travelling show.
Yeah.
And George Sampson was starring in it, and they said, come in, interview. We need to get the ticket numbers up and everything, so that'll work really well. So we had it with the cast, a nice interview with the cast, and
then you kicked the cast out,
and then I kicked the cast out. We did an interview with George Sampson.
Getting all the good jobs. That's great. What are you talking about? That's fantastic.
So, do you know it's very hard to line up somebody like that statue to get an interview, because they normally just come in, rehearse, and out, and that's what you get.
Yeah,
he didn't have a choice.
No.
He literally didn't have a choice. And do you know what he said? Yeah, rest you out. I'm going to be interviewed now. And he was like, he actually joined in, didn't he? And we had a really, really good interview with him.
You did lay down to pose with all of them there first, didn't it?
Yeah. There was a few pictures there. So, but now we found out obviously about his past and where he came from, and where he is now. We did that show. Well, I can't remember the show he was on now.
Oh, was it Rasputin or something?
No.
Razzle Dazzle?
The entertainment show. The one. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Brain Got Talent?
Britain's Got Talent. That's it.
Oh, really?
He won Britain's Got Talent.
Oh, amazing.
Dancing in the Rain, wasn't it?
Yes, and he didn't have a single dance lesson because his parents couldn't afford it. And so, he everything he did in the back garden, put it all
Oh,
together
good for him.
himself.
Good for
And
him.
I think he was about sort of 8 or 9 when he entered.
Yeah.
Got through, won, and then he's never looked back.
Oh,
Because didn't he have a bit of a break because he lost his hair very young?
Yes, he had sort of touch of alopecia and that, and then he was lucky enough he could afford to go to the hair loss clinic, and they had implants or plugs put in, and it took, and everything's good, and he's back on his career.
Oh, good for him. So you enjoyed. So that's some of the things you've enjoyed doing.
Ask him about is it Come Dancing? Dancing in the Rain?
Strictly come
Strictly Dancing.
Oh, do tell.
Strictly, what was it? Omni Tabusi.
When we walked in, saying, "Where are they?"
Oti with Oti, yes, she was.
Oti Mbosi, is it?
Oti Mbosi. She was an amazing big character, huge. So we're sitting down in the Camby Theatre because that's where they were rehearsing. They booked the Camby Theatre to rehearse, and we're sitting on this sofa, and it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or where are they? And all of a sudden, she came in with her dance partner, and it was like, oh my god, she just filled the whole theatre. The whole auditorium.
We thought there was teenagers running around the building.
Yeah.
Them two.
Yeah,
Really?
and then we did the interview, and it turned out to be half an hour in the end. It was only meant to be like 15. The typical stars, we can give you 15 minutes. It turned out to be half an hour, and I couldn't get a word in.
No.
I really struggled. I know. I really struggled to get a
It
word
was
in.
Oti Mbosi and Ian White, wasn't it?
Was it Ian White?
Yeah, Ian White.
Yeah.
Ian White, Alan White? No, Ian White.
In what, something like that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
but the main thing is, I'm not going to take away from those two because they were fantastic. They were good fun, and it was like I was trying to. Literally, it was one words. I was been and what about this? What about that? Because they're quite local as well.
Yeah.
which helps. So no, two really good characters.
It sounds like you've had some great ones.
Oh yeah, we have we've had some dull ones as well. When you're trying to draw things out and
Oh yeah, you need to give us something. We're trying to help you here as well.
It gives that funny look over her saying, "Come on, kill it off."
So obviously, there's a couple of other things we can talk about. But are you looking forward to some of the things we're doing? Like we've got the home and renovation show in July again.
Oh, it's great. It's all good stuff. All good stuff we got coming up. It's great to see that Jack got his finger out and actually turned it into a company. So all these things are coming in now, which is fantastic.
Yeah, we couldn't stop him.
Crack that whip.
We couldn't stop him dancing at the show.
I noticed that on a few of the videos you see him doing.
Yeah.
The music was pumping. I tell you, it's great.
It's funny to see Zig's face when she's looking at him like smiling, like, "Oh my god."
Oh, but if you're having fun with it, fantastic.
Just gotta let yourself go.
Yeah.
Just let yourself go.
And then there's a bit where you've got off Jay, and Jay did some video where you kind of like walked away and then look back and kind of go boo kind of thing.
Oh yes.
And in the shot, there's a lady on a stool looking at him 1 minute, they go, "What's he doing?" And the next bit, she's laughing when he's done the boo bit.
The B-roll, as we call it. Yeah.
Well, at some point, Jack's got to do it. Got a massive blooper reel to come out at some point. I think it'll be hilarious with a good mixture of all of our stuff.
It will be. I mean, and there's loads of it.
Yeah.
Ask about competition with the massage company when we put names out the hat. What happened?
Oh, I couldn't pronounce the names.
And also what happened?
Oh, my
that.
name
I'd
came
be
out.
guilty of
My
that.
name came out.
Oh yeah, and everyone's like, "Yeah, all right."
I said to my daughter, when you put the names in the hat, don't put Neil's in there because he's not part of the competition. He's actually putting it out.
Yeah.
And she did.
Yeah.
Well,
I know. It was like I mean, the thing was, out of all those names, we had like 150 names in the hat. What are the chances of me pulling my own name out?
oh.
It's just ridiculous. And the thing is, the trick is you spell the names
He
phonetically.
says 150. 149 of them said Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet my daughter did that actually.
When we were on the holiday camp, you used to have a little clip on the inside of the hat. Little trick here. So what used to happen was, if it was someone's birthday or whatever, you knew in advance, so you'd have a little clip on the inside of the hat. So their ticket would be on the inside of the hat. They didn't win, but they just got to mention you got,
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. It's your birthday. What are the chances?
It's like if I go to Warner Brothers Harry Potter studio, it's my birthday every time because then I can open the doors. If it's your birthday, you can open the Harry Potter doors. Every time it's my birthday.
I need to follow her there
That
with a camera.
that would just be creepy.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, door crash going through. There you go.
So, tell us about your Reds.
My Reds.
Yes.
It's not really my Reds anymore. I have a bunch of trustees.
Well, talk us through how because you're behind starting it up and what's it all about.
Well, the whole thing started was as I mentioned before. My children obviously attended dance and singing and things like that, as you do when they're children. And what happened was it got to the stage where it was getting quite expensive. So I thought, do you know what? They carried on going. Because they really enjoyed it. But there are kids out there, and I was seeing myself was the fact that basically kids were being told by their parents that they couldn't go because they just couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
Because it's not only the dance, it's the dance lessons which are great and they're fabulous, you know. And I know that people train for a very long time. You know, my eldest daughter is now a dance teacher as well, and the training is absolutely immense.
Yeah.
It's not just the physical, but it's the mental side as well, and they have to learn all the muscles and everything. And
it's so good for your mental health as well. It really is.
It is. It's great. But the thing is, though, you've got your dance lessons, and you've got your shows, and you've got your costumes, and you've got your festivals, and you've got, you know, and before long, you're being, you know, our final bill was like £700 for the term, and it was like, oh, hang on a minute, we can't afford to pay this. So, anyway, so what happened in the long and short, I set up Reds. It's an affordable performing arts. We don't do exams. What we do is we do shows, we do displays. The kids come along, they have great fun. They learn loads of different things. But because of what it is, we get a real assortment. My glass. We get a real assortment of young people who come along. So you get the people who can dance.
What age range is it from?
It starts at sort of 3 up to 16.
Yeah.
Basically, and we get from that we get obviously the young ones. You know, they come along, they run around in circles and shout and play and dance and that.
They just want to have fun.
They just want to have fun, literally. Dress up as princesses and things like that.
Yeah.
And then the older
she's
ones,
relating. She's smiling.
Oh,
there.
100% relating.
Princesses.
I'm seeing my 5-year-old daughter in this now.
We'll have to get you down to Little Red so you can have a little.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm a fairy. Yeah.
Oh, she'd love that. She'd love that.
I'll let Chloe know. Right. So and then with the older ones, so they go Little Reds. They're up to 6 years old, and then when they get to 7, they go up to what we call Reds, which is the main school. And they're there till they're 16, so they do singing, dancing, and acting. Either at the moment we have it's 3-hour sessions at Frimley, it's 2 hours at Sandhurst. So they get to take part in all of those, and as well as that, they get a bit of basic training as well, a bit of technique on how to do the dances. But it's all about having fun.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's taking kids. You know, it's taking kids from their houses where they, you know, were you a bedroom dancer? Did you used to dance in the bedroom?
I did.
Did your mates come? Did your mates come round and go, no, do it this way. We're doing it this way.
I would dance. I would sing. Acting was my biggest thing. I would be like, so I'm just throwing it out there now. I was a massive fan of Hocus Pocus, and I used to pretend we were witches and me and my friends tried to put together some costumes and we put on a performance, and it went terrible, but I loved it.
But you had fun.
I did. That's
and
exactly
the thing is, your parents, you know, it doesn't matter whether it was terrible or not. It's the fact that you did it, and because of that, you were pushing yourself forward.
Yes.
And in your head, you're like, I'm fabulous. I look the part, you know, and in your eye, you look the part. And that's the main part of it. It's the fact that it's, you know, you feeling good about yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what performing arts does. It makes you feel good about yourself.
Really
you know,
does.
what we don't do is we don't come and say, well, you did that wrong. This needs to be better. That needs better. We try and give you the tools. You know, and we do 2 shows a year. We do a summer showcase, and then we do a panto.
Oh,
because everyone loves a panto. And next year...
no, they don't.
I was going to do that, and I thought, no, I won't, because they do.
I thought I'm going to move on really quickly, because somebody always does that.
I was nearly about to do it. I was.
But next year is our 20th year.
Wow.
20 years. And we are now a charity, so it's a big celebration. We've hired Camberley Theatre next year for our... on the 13th of July, and we're going to be doing our 20th anniversary. I hope you guys are going to be coming along.
Oh, brilliant. That sounds fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Tickets haven't gone on sale yet, but I'll let you know when they do.
Let us know. Have you got a date set? Did you say?
13th of July.
13th of July.
Yeah. And the idea is basically the show is going to be about how Reds came about and how it evolved and how it got to where it is now.
Oh, fantastic!
Um,
And that's this year
Next year.
or next year? It
Next
is
year. It's 2024.
Wow, so you got plenty of time to rehearse.
Yeah, well, we start rehearsal. It's going to be, about 6 months rehearsal?
Yeah.
Because ideally we want to get this right.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Love to see that. So that's all fantastic, and I'd love to hear more about that, definitely. And so one other thing that you do, you're also a plumber.
I am a plumber. And the reason it's my day job.
Yeah.
Reds was always a hobby. It wasn't a very, very expensive hobby. Some people go into the shed, some people have an allotment.
Yeah.
I have a performing academy.
Yeah.
So it's that pays the bills. It keeps me also
It's your own business, isn't it?
It's my own business. I'm self-employed, have been for years.
Yeah.
Recession after recession after recession. And I think, when did I become self-employed? Myself, I think it was about 2007.
Yeah.
And then
have you always was it with the plumbing? Did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, only because it was a case of I having children. You could relate to this. Having children is like, oh, can you just go and pick up so and so? Can you just drop off? And
The flexibility,
it's
having
the
you working your own
flexibility being
hours.
self-employed. I mean,
Massive.
I had a great job working at Graham Builders Merchants. But it was the 8 till 5 o'clock, and you struggled with things and things
Yeah.
like that, and the plumbing just worked. I was qualified as a plumber, and it's just worked. And basically now it's evolved yet again after COVID. So now basically I just do little tiny jobs, so tap washers, changing taps, things like that.
I want then your customers say, "Can you actually show me online? Do a virtual Zoom version."
I have had,
Really?
yeah.
No. Do they?
No,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I've had.
I was just joking.
I have repaired things via WhatsApp and things like that before.
Was a lot of that during COVID? Did you have people going, I'm really stuck?
No. Little bit of funny fact here. My brother, who lives up in Nottingham, decided that he was going to install a basin on a Sunday afternoon. So anyway, I get a call from his wife about 3 o'clock. And basically there's water going everywhere, and so I'm sat on the stairs
Did he not
on
turn
my
it off
phone.
at the mains?
He's
I know that much.
I know. So anyway, I'm telling him what to do over the phone, while he's doing it. So I've done that a few times with people, especially like recharging boilers and things like that. I mean, I don't deal with boilers, but obviously recharging a boiler is something you can do, because people let the pressure go down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they don't know how to recharge it. So yeah, I have been known to do that. And especially when it's like 8 o'clock at night.
Gosh. Oh, well, I know what
You
you
sat
mean.
there with a glass of wine, and that's it. And then just turn that. There we go. That's it. And you see
What
the
do you
pressure
mean?
going
No,
up.
that's absolutely fine. I
Yeah.
haven't had too much to drink.
So I have been known to do that. The thing is, I've got allegiance of customers who are great. They recommend me in that, and at the end of the day, the best form of advertising is recommendation.
I completely agree. So, and is Camberley the main area you cover?
Camberley, Bagshots, Lightwater. Normally, my wife says I'm a bit picky over what I do, but it's sort of like 5 to 10 mile
It's the joy of being
radius.
self-employed. You can be.
I know. But the thing is, I just tend to do small jobs now. I don't do anything. I don't do bathroom installs or anything like that.
Yeah.
There's too many companies out there doing bathroom installations and things like that, and renovations. So I just stick to the small things.
Oh.
He's got like
Definitely. Sorry,
that note.
that was we can cut the silence out. Don't worry, it's fine.
I think
it's
they need
fine.
more coffee.
Yeah. One thing I forgot to mention about Reds is a free trial. We offer a free trial as well. So when you come along, you will get a free trial. I'm talking about the child, obviously not yourself.
No, oh, darn.
I know Tammy will be there. No, like this, like that, like that, like that. You're doing it wrong. Yeah.
No, I mean, I didn't go to drama school or anything, so I didn't do
We'll
that.
get Tammy along.
We could do it.
Yeah, give part of the team kind of thing,
You should hear her. You should hear Tammy actually. When she stops interviewing, she drops the Australian accent.
Actually,
She walks like this.
Well, back to the Reds. Chances are, if I took my daughter along for a trial, she'll send me away. She goes, "You can go now, mummy." She's like, it's all good now. I'm good. See you later. Literally left. Okay.
I'll tell you what, we do have some kids like that.
Yeah.
They're like, bye.
Yeah, when I take her to her other groups or anything, and she's like, "Bye, mummy." I was like, "Okay, I'll go wait over there. I'll have a cup of tea. I'm not going to complain."
Go and sit in the car, read a paper.
It's got the funny expressions when you're WhatsApping me messages, she's in the
hear it in the
background.
background. It's like, I'm just going to leave it. It's I don't know if you've seen there's an Instagram video going, right, kids, I'm just going to make this phone call, so just be quiet while I'm on there. Mummy. Yes, Cara. I said, just hold on a second. Mummy. Yeah, I won't go into the expression she says on here, but it's it.
Oh, that was the example when we did the theatre one, when we were interviewing the play.
Yeah.
She's quiet while we're just off camera. As soon as camera's on, he's in the
Oh yeah, she literally came up on stage. So I'm interviewing someone. There's me here. There's Andrew, who I'm interviewing, and my daughter just walks up on the stage, and all you can hear is "Mummy, mummy, mummy," and I'm going, the joys of bringing children to work. Mummy.
Lighting to go up soon? It does. It's very exciting when it all comes together. It's wonderful, and hopefully everyone will enjoy a great Christmas feeling. Love this time of year.
And the joys of bringing children to work.
did that quite well, bring that in kind of thing,
Yeah.
This is real life. This is what happens.
But you
I
do
love
get
it though,
you
it's
do
fun.
get that. Those moments are absolutely priceless.
Oh, they are. It is fun. Yeah. No, she's yeah. Both my kids are they're amazing.
Fantastic, excellent.
So thank you. And there's another great podcast today of the Community Life.
Yeah, thank
Yes.
you for telling us about Reds and everything, and your plumbing and your history, and you've had some amazing podcast and presenting events.
Yeah, you'll get there as well.
And
It just takes you a bit of time. That's all. Don't worry.
coming up, not necessarily next week's one, but coming up, we should have some historians to talk to from Rushmore.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah. So I'm in the middle of getting that sorted out.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
I want to say thank you and wave to the audience.
Zimmy wave. Okay.
Here at SMJ Media Group, we are a non-profit company providing fun, free content for local businesses. If you like our content and would like to support us, please visit buymeacoffee.com/SMJ Media Group and buy us a coffee.